point mark. 29,919 points is where we closed. Q-Tix, Forte Oil, Dangote Flour were our top gainers yesterday. I believe Guinness and Julius Berger were our top losers. So the market moves on quietly and incrementally, in positive territory. So let's begin with news about Microsoft. They crossed the $1 trillion market cap level with their announcement of their Q3 results. I guess Wall Street liked the results a lot. Well, look, I mean, of course, people, of course, here can't, buy Microsoft, doesn't trade here, but still, just for the significance of it, there's where did I read this now? If you were to look at Microsoft's market cap and compare it to the annual GDP of every country on earth, it said here that they will rank 17th in the world. Looking at companies here, is it a combination of ease of doing business, innovation? How Microsoft has been around forever, and they're still
market cap is higher than Nigeria's GDP.
I
mean, just to be clear.
Yes, to be clear, yes,
right.
Yes, that's correct. To rank as the 17th country in the world. If you're to rank their GDP, but I mean, it's a milestone for them. Although you did point out that it's dropped. Of course, it's now 990 billion. For ladies and gentlemen that are listening, but still. Temporarily crossed that threshold. So it's now Microsoft,
Apple and Amazon.
Thank you. Those three companies that have all crossed. So again, private firms, in I guess operating in countries where this, maybe it's the environment. What's the secret sauce here?
The US is a large market. California is said to be larger than Nigeria as a whole. The economy in San Francisco is probably bigger than that of Nigeria. So I mean, it's a country with over 300 million people, diverse across different platforms. Income is slightly higher. People are able to afford. I mean, even though there are things around income disparity and all of that, but a lot more people are able to afford to use and pay for their products. So I think these are some of the things that really drive market participation. So and then they are a global company. Nigeria, we use Microsoft products.
Right.
Almost every personal computer runs on Windows operating system. I mean, are people paying for it? Is a different question, but again, a large number of people are paying for it. People use Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, almost everywhere. And typically, these are software that people pay for to use or subscribe to, basically. So I think it's just an indication of how global brands have been built. So similar to the way Coca-Cola is. It's the same story. I think for us, it's about how we're able to build companies that are able to at least be Pan-African. Dangote is trying, is becoming one. Is the most capitalized company in Nigeria right now. Probably one of the largest companies in Africa. And then it's getting bigger as we go. So maybe it can get into more developed markets, compete with Lafarge, not in South Africa, but in France. Is it France? Yeah, one of those countries in Europe. Right. So I think those are some of the things I might be looking out for. But I think this is good news for everybody.
All right, so good stuff. So again, just
and then by the way, so let me just point out, these are some of the direct implication of President Donald Trump's reforms. So I'm just saying that.
I'll just leave you. I'll allow you. I'll just allow you. So anyway, just for anyone out there, just to know, Microsoft again crossed the $1 trillion market cap, joining Amazon and Apple. So interesting stuff there. Let's move to Nigeria now. The Federal Executive Council just yesterday approved 52 billion naira for it says here e-border solution. An e-border solution. Accordingly to them, why are you laughing now? Stop. The government is going to be able to monitor 86 border posts and 1,400 illegal entry routes. Fisayo, you know the issues with our borders in this country.
Really porous borders.
Very porous borders. I want your thoughts, non-sarcastic thoughts about this 52 billion that the Federal Executive Council approved yesterday for their e-border solution. They did not go into details
of what the e-border solution is.
Right.
But anything that protects our borders, I think is welcome. Again, it just sounds to me again that the way Nigerians typically do it, we just throw numbers around. FS has approved e-border project. So what is the e-border project? It says it's 24-hour surveillance. How are they surveilling? I mean, what's surveillance structure like? Is it by drones? Is it by people manning those border posts? Is it by nobody has any idea of whatever it is? What's the cost of keeping the border
secure.
No, the surveillance ongoing for the foreseeable future. Right, because there's probably, if it's a camera that is doing it, there has to be some back-end server kept on, power. How do you do all of these things? Is it cloud-based? Is it, all of those details are not necessarily clear, and it doesn't sound like the minister is aware that they probably will have to do some of these things. But again, it's I think our borders should be protected, should be properly kept in view. Maybe we could build a wall.
Yeah, that's serious. All your Trump references this morning. But the minister Fisaya was referring to is our Minister of Interior. Abdul Rahman Dambabazu, and Dambazazo. Excuse me, I'm mixing up his name more. Dambazao, Abdul Rahman Dambazao, excuse me, Interior Minister. Let me read this. So it says, when it comes to, I'll quote him here, when it comes to response with the Air Force and the Army units deployed near the borders with customs in terms of smuggling, information that they will be getting will be available in real time, 24/7. That's what he said. So there has to be something electronic behind that.
There has to be something electronic. There has to be something digital. So we don't know what that is, but maybe it's also state secret, right? They don't necessarily
have they don't want to tell us. Yeah. All right, so we'll have to see how far that goes. Moving on from that, Fisayo, Paga and World Remit, they've joined forces in order to enable diaspora Nigerians to be able to send money down here. I think this is going to be working through World Remit's app, and they're going to be collaborating with Paga here. What are your thoughts as far as this this collaboration between the two of them?
People are aware that remittances in Nigeria is one of the largest earners of foreign exchange for Nigeria.
Yes.
I think there's some news around it being as large as Nigeria's oil receipts. So I think it's an interesting development. For Paga, it's about, okay, so we have these 11 million users. I don't know any Paga user myself. I said they have 11 million users. So when people are able to send money from the abroad to these users, maybe rural dwellers, maybe people not in Lagos, maybe different people across Nigeria, they are able to get the money directly into the Paga mobile wallet. So they don't have to go figure out, okay, I don't have a bank account. Once you have a Paga mobile wallet, you're able to get money from your children or relatives abroad. I mean, that's essentially a good development for
them. All right, more. Uber, they have a new feature here. I actually noticed this when I used them a couple of days ago before they now sent email. You can now tip your driver. So Uber said, after your ride has been completed, you get. I saw the screenshot. I got the screenshot. I took a screenshot. I was going to share with some people, but I forgot. But then they now sent a general email. You now have the option of tipping your driver in addition to the cost of your trip. So of course, what's the feature? It's only for card transactions.
So card transactions, yeah. If you tip with cash, you just give them cash and move on. There's really no need to have feature in there. But
what do you think?
I think it's good. I mean, some drivers have. So the way the news put it is that, of course, tipping isn't compulsory, but when drivers go an extra mile, figurative parting with some cash won't hurt. So if your driver, maybe I don't know what extra mile, maybe take to pass your house, just a few more miles forward. I mean, that's not what it means. But anyways, so maybe it helps you carry your bag, and you think that this guy has done well.
Right.
So rather than just giving them 5-star rating, you can just leave some cash
and add to their revenue.
So basically.
So I guess it's good for drivers.
It's good for drivers. It's good for drivers. I think drivers would.
You think Bolt? You think the competition will hop on this?
Clearly,
yeah.
I mean, it's the technology problem. Just add the feature into and move on.
Right.
I mean, for me, I think maybe a more useful feature would probably be this companies creating creating wallets where people can pre-fund their Uber accounts. So for instance, there are times of the month that you don't necessarily have money, but you need to move.
Right.
If you pre-fund money into your Uber app, so that even if you don't have money in your bank account,
it's to take it
from
there.
Still take from Uber. I mean, I thought that might be a more useful solution to someone like me, where at different times of the month you might have money, you might not have. You still want to take it right. So
good stuff. All right, so that's good on Uber. Kayode, I think we have some messages.
Yes, we do. This one says e-border solution care. Will they use satellites to monitor the borders? There is a way a border can be monitored, especially when there are no walls, without boots. And this is from Benga Kamo.
Benga, thank you for that.
Emma from Akoka says, make Microsoft great again. This is huge. Ease of doing business in Silicon Valley is as smooth as silk. E-surveillance, great stuff, but the evil in the detail.
But the evil is in the details, yeah.
Yes, looking to find out the Ministry of Defense end game.
Lots of references there, Trump references and Avenger references from MI from Akuka. I appreciate that. What else we got?
This one says, "Good morning. This is Ulufemi. Please, how can I buy the shares of Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and even Jumia?
Hey,
I'm
you know what,
based in Nigeria."
Olufemi, I'm glad you asked that question. I can't speak on this yet, but I was privy to some copy. Fisher, you're in our WhatsApp group now. Those apps that allow us to buy from overseas, although they are still, I
They're
think
still in stealth.
they're still
Yeah.
in beta, they're still testing it. So I'll announce it on the show when they are officially come out. But there are some folks working on apps that will allow you to buy shares of these companies from overseas. Right now, you would need to, fund a dollar account overseas. So you have to open a brokerage account overseas, fund it with dollars, and then now buy stocks or use stocks in the US and elsewhere. So that it's still an overseas thing for now. But tech is going to come to the solution for us. We'll see hopefully in the next few weeks if an announcement is made. Kayode is rounding us up with his finger. So no more. You're not reading any more
We
messages.
can't take any more messages.
All right,
But this
Fisayo.
last
Okay,
one
all right, go
just
ahead.
says the drivers will start feeling entitled and asking you directly. And I
Okay,
think
that's
this might
from
be.
Joke from
Yes.
Yaba. She's not in favor of the tipping of drivers. So Joke, don't worry. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. Fisayo, thank you so much for joining us on Tech Friday. Appreciate it. And thank you all for your messages as well.
Lagos, stay close. Don't forget, this is still our Smooth Breakfast on Smooth 90.1. I totally got
Josh
blindsided
sent
by
a
the time.
message saying that Giddy Cap is already. Can you click on Josh's message?